Virgin check. Anyways, what was it? Happy New Year if, you guys are watching this before or after. If you're watching this, months after this came out, I mean, I guess happy fucking day to you. Today's video is going to be on a different topic that I haven't talked about before. We're going to be talking about Monster Hunter, a new video game that I've fallen in love that I have fallen in love with and that I am addicted to. And this is my my wish list of monsters that I would love to see in Monster Hunter Rise. I have a script here, there, on my computer screen. So let's get into it. First monster I would like to see added to Monster Hunter Rise is Lagiacrus. So, the Leviathan skeleton is back, so it would be kind of messed up if they didn't add Lagiacrus, because it's the only, from what I think, it's the only flagship skeleton that is the only Leviathan skeleton that is a flagship. So, number 2, kind of the same reason as what's his name, Lagiacrus. Ignactor, the Leviathan skeleton is back, and he would be a good addition to Rise. Number 3, Chameleos. He's an Elder Dragon, and it would be cool, and it would be really nice if they added him back to Monster Hunter Rise, because from what I can tell, we haven't seen him. We don't see him too often in Monster Hunter. Number 4, Astalos. He's one of the members of the Fated Four. His theme is badass. His design is badass. His personality, for that matter, is also badass. He's a psychopathic dragonfly wyvern thingy, and the Fated Four altogether really they really fit the aesthetic of Monster Hunter Rise. Same with number 5, which is Mizitsune. I don't know how you properly say it. Is it Mizitsune or Mizitsune? I say Mizitsune, but another member of the Fated Four and the Leviathan skeleton is back, which is going to be an argument for a couple of, I think a couple more monsters on this list. I don't know, but Mizitsune would be a cool addition to Rise. Same with Dire Morales. Well, he's the only black dragon that we did not see, if we're not counting subspecies. He's the only black dragon we haven't seen in Monster Hunter World / Iceborne. And, to be fair, he's the strongest and also the best black dragon. And if you disagree with me, spam me in the comments with, Fatalis is better, he's the strongest, or Latreon is the fucking airbender. Number 7, Tigrex. I'm biased because he's my favorite monster in Monster Hunter, the entire franchise, and I just want to see him back. Number 8, Seregios. I'm going to read this right off the script. He's an invader, and with the other Pinecone invader, Bazelgeuse, out of the way, he can take his deserved spotlight back. Seregios is better than Bazelgeuse. Fight me. Number 9, Valstrax. He shares a skeleton with Nergigante and Gormagala, and I think personally all 3 of them will make it into Rise, but I don't know. This guy wouldn't make a good addition since we haven't seen him since a Generations game, I think. That's the 4th gen, Generations. Anyway, speaking of that skeleton, number 10, Gore / Shagru Magala. Same reason as Valstrax, and he fits the look of the game nicely, like how he was in Generations. Number 11, Najarala. I want to see snake skeletons back, and to be honest, Najarala is my personal favorite snake skeleton wyvern, and come on, he's pretty much an Elder Dragon from the look of him, and he'd be a cool addition to the roster. Pretty much the same argument with number 12, Dalamadura. This man's fucking big, and he would be a good closer to the endgame boss, like how Safi'jiiva is close to the endgame boss of Maybe not Safujiva, but you get the point. P.S. I really want to know what the final boss will be like in Rise. But number 13, Iodrome. He is my favorite raptor skeleton in the series, and I think he would fit nicely in Rise. Kind of like how Great Gyros fits into World. He's not, the strongest boss, but he's still mid into the game alongside Radobon, he was annoying at first, and Odogron, which made me faint twice, and nearly killed me the third time, which scared me in my playthrough of World, which I will not upload ever, because I didn't record it, because I'm a dumbass. Number 14, Cephadrome. Haven't seen much of this guy in general, so it'd be cool to see him back in Rise. And I'm kind of nostalgic towards him because Pat and Jen, everyone watched Pat and Jen, popular MMOs, I mean, and their mob battles were my personal favorite, so it would make sense to me if they added this guy back. That was mainly for nostalgia, though. Number 15, Malfestio. And when I said that a monster fits the aesthetic of a game, I don't mean this. I mean this the most when I'm talking about Malfestio. I think he fits the game perfectly with the caves and the fact that whenever I see trailers, it's mostly in the dark, unless, it's a showcase. Number 16, Monoblos. It's Diablos, but better. It would be a nice change from Diablos, and maybe in Rise they would give him a different roar, so it's not, identical to Diablos, but, I mean, we'll see. I would like to see him in Rise. Number 17, Zamtrius. This really isn't on my wish list, but it's more for, Rage Gaming videos, which the best channel I find for Monster Hunter videos. And Zamtrius is kind of cool. Same with the next boy, which has the same argument, Duramboros. But one extra thing with Duramboros, I could see him pretending to be like let's say you're walking through, I don't know, let's say you're walking through a mountain range in Rise, and you suddenly start feeling his rumbliness, and boom, you go flying backwards, and a Duramboros comes out of the frickin' ground. I think it would be a cool ecology cutscene. But I think that was legit all the monsters on my wish list. Like, subscribe, YouTuber sellout. Go buy my merch with Go buy my merch that doesn't exist. Same with my OnlyFans. $90 a minute. Have a good night, guys, and have a happy new year.